Hey RC World, MrSTUDofRC here. I've been looking around for a while for a affordable, well-built, scale-looking plane, and I finally found the Parkzone Corsair. People say that it's durable, they'll crash it and it will take the blow, or maybe it'll just break off a little section, you can just glue that right back on, no money spent. And if you do break something, the parts are cheap. It costs $30 to replace the entire main wing. I like that. Cheap is good. I wanted to find it for the cheapest price possible, so I spent a while looking for it. A-Main Hobby sells it for $225, bind and fly. It's pretty good. Kept looking around for it used. I found a bunch of pretty good deals, but then I finally went on eBay and won it for $156, bind and fly, on a bid, brand new. So I suggest either do that or you buy it used, just because RCs depreciate and you can end up losing money, just like a car. Walk off the lot, lose $2,000 in a car. Same thing. That's my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. In the box, oh hey, before I forget, I got it bind and fly only because for plug and play, I did have the receiver sitting around, and you would save money if you went with plug and play, but I heard from a lot of people that installing your own receiver and figuring out how to make it fit inside the compartment that they give you really sucked. It took a long time. It took a lot of cutting, and some people wrecked the plane in the end. So I decided it was worth the extra money for me just to save my time and worry. So I went with bind and fly. So you can go with plug and play, bind and fly. They also have RTF if you want to get it with the transmitter. So going on, in the box it comes with your standard 2 to 3 cell lithium polymer charger, a 11.1 volt 2200 milliamp 3 cell LiPo. That's a standard LiPo for planes and for most planes and helicopters actually. Obviously it comes with the plane, probably comes with a bunch of accessories. Another thing I really like about this is that you can install optional flaps for 20 bucks, and for another 80 you can put in optional retracts to make it really look nice. So I'll do that at some point, just not now. I'll put a link in the description for the plane, probably on A-Main, just so you can look at some descriptive specifications, that kind of stuff. A link to the flaps, and then a link to the retracts. So tilt it up here. Pretty big box. It's a big plane. There's a picture of it. Okay, I guess you saw the picture on the back too. It says on the box, few World War II fighters. Really, they're just describing the actual plane. Like I said, it's very scaled. It comes with, it's a 950 kilovolt, 15 size brushless outrunner motor. So, like I said, I don't know. Lots of power, plenty of power to do your acrobatics, to fly straight up in the air, upside down, all that fun stuff for a pretty decent price. Size-wise, I don't see it on here, but I'm pretty sure it's like 44 inches wingspan and 30, don't yell at me if I'm wrong, inches length. So it's, oh look right there, 36 inches long and 44 inches wingspan. Wow, I was actually pretty close. Look at that. Okay, so without any further blabbing from me, let's open up this box. This is the first review I've done for a while now, so please bear with me. Now, because this is such a big plane, see there's the inside of the box, because it's such a big plane, they cannot ship it already put together, because that would be outrageous shipping and an outrageously sized box. This wouldn't really work out very well, obviously. Just looking at the plane in here packaging wise, they did it solidly in here, nice job. No scratches, no little imperfections on the foam. Looks nice. So like I said, in the box, get this thing out here, 2 to 3 cell LiPo charger. As I always say, I do not suggest using the ones that come stock with the RC, simply because you will eventually wreck your batteries. If you don't already have a dedicated charger, I suggest you get one, just because you can save the money to buy brand new batteries, because these cheap ones will wreck your LiPos eventually. Use them for now, but eventually get a nice dedicated one made by, I like High Tech. It's a good company. So look at theirs. Reopen, take this little protective tape off. You can see, here's your battery, okay, and you've got your standard parts bag. Looks like you have some decals for, oh yeah, they come with decals to make it personalized for some famous World War II fighters. So that's what these probably are. If you want to add them on, do so. If you don't, it doesn't bother me. Here are the wheels. Nice big wheels to go over some stuff. We got little parts like binding plugs, screws, covers, all those fancy things that always come in your good old parts bag. Okay, so here is a closer view of that charger. There's a fuse, your button to, or switch to flip from 2 to 3 cells, some lights. Apparently you can only plug it into a car jack, which is another inconvenience, because like I said, dedicated chargers, just plug them right into the wall. Not even a wall where it's just a direct cable. Here's your decals, miscellaneous parts bag, some wheels, some plates. And here's your standard battery. Okay, let's keep on going. Just gotta cut this tape, protecting it. Cut both sides apparently. Okay. Pull that back. Same here. Now, because this plane does have to be assembled yourself, for it takes about an hour, I will do an assembly video at some point here. So here is the main wing. See, it's curved, okay. Servos are already installed. You can hear that. Those would be the ailerons. Whoops, okay. If you were to install optional flaps, the flaps would be right here. This is obviously where your retracts would go. Okay, moving on again. Here is the fuselage. Okay, so like I said, big plane for a pretty decent price. You've got your prop, your brushless motor is already installed, receivers already installed, servos are already installed for elevator and rudder controls. Nice little nifty pilot in here. I suppose is, see? Looks like a magnetic canopy. That's how you access your electronics. So it's an easy install. Just pop this back in. Boom, magnetic. I don't know if I'm sure you can take this little plastic thingy off to make it look better, but very scale motor looks. I like that. Scale exhaust. I like that too. Put that aside. It also comes with drop bombs that you can install under the wing. Here, with those. They do not actually drop unless you hooked up some magnetic mechanism, magnetic switch, okay, to allow them to drop. But if you look here, these little areas right here and right here, that's where they hook up to. I have heard from a few people, I don't think it happens very often, but I have heard from a few people that sometimes those little tabs on the wing do break off. And then they just have to modify it to make it actually hold these drop bombs again. And then, last deciding inside the box, this is obviously your elevator. So, I think I've got everything. The empty box. Except for this. The back here would be, if I can get it off, the wonderful manual. Do read this. There is also always useful information in here. I used to never read manuals, and then I kind of paid the price, you know, blew things up, sheesh, all that fun stuff. So, boom, manual, read it. It's probably not very big. Most of that's probably foreign language that most people can't read anyways. Got a little ESC notice, whatever the heck that is. Brush the CSC instructions. And then your safety guidelines for lithium-ion polymer batteries. So, that concludes this review. Like I said, I will be doing a build video of this at some point. I don't believe it's going to be taking that long. It does not include any glue. I mean, most people have glue, but I thought I'd just say that. No glue. Maybe in this parts bag. Nope, no glue. So if it does need glue, you're going to have to provide that yourself. And this manual does have the installation instructions in it. So even a better reason to read it. Most of this is just, most of the build is just rods going into holes, so I'm sure it'll be quick. So without further blabbing again for me, this is MrSTUDofRC, review of the F4U-1A Corsair by Parkzone. Signing out.